This is a good question right here. This is a released SOL question. Um, right here, we're looking for relative high and low pressure systems. All right, and what you look for is this. First off, low pressure, we always know is counterclockwise rotation. My counter is down low, my clock is up high. And we see up here, position B, this center right here, we can see that counterclockwise rotation. It's actually pulling in cold air out of Canada with this cold front. It's actually another cold front out in front of it that also has come down out of Canada. And then we see this warm air being pulled up out of the Gulf of Mexico, and this forms a counterclockwise rotation going around position B right here. So B in this position would be low pressure. So let's go ahead and mark that with a low. And then A and C. Well, A and C, I'm not seeing any circulation around. So we have to do a little bit more, dig a little deeper for these. We got low up here, that's an L. A and C, you notice, are away from these frontal boundaries. And this is the other area that we form low pressure systems at frontal boundaries. Again, low pressure is wherever you have air that's being lifted up. Low pressure starts low and rises and then forms clouds where it rises up. And this happens at every frontal boundary because you take in two different air masses and slamming them into each other. If I have a cold air mass and slamming it into a warmer air mass, well, the warmer air is going to rise. And as it rises up, that's what forms the clouds, and then you're going to get rain. So along these cold fronts, usually going to form thunderstorms where you have rain forming. So, but there is low pressure there right at the frontal boundary. We have rising air here. So right here at the surface, that's where we're going to have low pressure at the surface. Same thing over on the right-hand side. We're going to have low pressure right here at the surface as well because that is where we have rising air. Wherever you have rising air, that's low pressure. And that's where we're going to form clouds and rain. So these two spots here are not on one of the frontal boundaries. All along every single frontal boundaries, there is going to be low pressure at the frontal boundary, whether it's cold front or warm front, because we're going to have one air mass is going to be rising up. And at that where it's rising up, that's where we're going to low pressure. Since these are away from our frontal boundaries, both of these are going to be relative high pressure systems. Because remember, it's all about whether, or relative to the stuff around it, is it higher or lower? So both of these are going to be higher pressure. Away from frontal boundaries, we're going to have higher pressure system. Generally, away from those frontal boundaries, high pressure systems, we always think of, cooler, going to be calmer, fairer weather. Because all of our storms and stuff are going to be on these frontal. So these are going to be fair weather out here in the middle of these air masses.